Hey everybody, it's George Rose. You caught me typing away, trying to share my show already, because there's a minute delay before I see you guys in my soul space. So welcome. This is the Zenkuda Soul Space, and we are here every Monday night at 7 o'clock on Strong Island Television. And of course, Zenkuda Soul Space on Facebook and my personal site, Georgia Rose. And I would love it if you guys could share the show. We are still running our contest. Just going to finish sharing the show myself. We actually are still running our contest for if you share the show, my friends at home, if you share the show, we're going to enter you to win a personal reading with me, Georgia Rose. And we're doing that. This is the last week. So you have until about Friday to get your name entered into our drawing. And that free reading can be here in the studio if you want to be a guest on my soul space. Or I can do it through Skype or FaceTime or Zoom if you're out of the country or state, or you just want a private reading. I can also do them live in person. So I hope that gets you guys to share the show. As I said, I am Georgia Rose. I'm a psychic astrologer. I'm an intuitive, a medium, and a healer. I guess you could say I just spend most of my time raising my consciousness. So I have to say, this new beautiful studio that Bobby Lacera, our owner and producer here at Strong Island, has built for me is absolutely stunning. And the best part of it is you guys can't see, but I am looking out at a lot of other studios where we have a lot of other shows as well. So definitely stay on Strong Island and peek in every once in a while. We also have all our shows on Facebook. And twice a week, we have live gigs down here if you're near the Massapequa, New York area. We have a jam where we have beautiful live music. And then on Friday nights, we have an open mic night where if you stop into the studio, we're right near the train station in Massapequa. You never know what you're going to get. Might be live poetry, might be me doing tarot cards, might be a comedian, might be some singing, some whatever. So if you got a talent, come on down to open mic night on Fridays. So that is my commercial for Strong Island Television. I hope Bobby's proud of me. I didn't leave anything out, except that he's the best producer in the world, and we all love him here. And if you're thinking of doing any kind of a podcast, you have some new material, something different that we don't already have on the network, we'd love to talk to you. So just, PM Bobby. So what is going on this week? Well, good news is we have survived last week because I know you guys were all calling me up and messaging me and texting me, and you were all like in some kind of a place of like, what is going on with this energy? And we survived that. So that's a good thing. So let me see who we have on. I've got Elizabeth, Anita, Janine, Sarah. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? We survived the week. We survived Pisces going into, I always say Pisces going to Saturn. Saturn going into Pisces, Pluto going into Aquarius. What else did we have? Sun going into, I think is Aries. Everything that we had last week, we survived it. And we are here to tell about it. How cool is that? So, this week we have a little bit of stuff coming in, but nothing like last week. So you guys will be happy about that. So I'm going to touch on the astrology, give you guys all a chance to come on into the soul space and join me in our beautiful Zenkuda soul space. And while you guys are all hopping on and getting settled, grabbing some beverage, I am going to tell you about the astrology for this week. How's that sound? All right. So we've got a lot of transits coming in on Thursday. Thursday, Friday are our hot days this week. So we have some energy coming in. You're going to find, how many of you were really anxious last week? You just felt anxiety, electricity kind of in the body, and a little squirrely and nervous. Well, that's going to ease up this week. But we definitely had that last week. Pluto changing signs always gives us a little anxiety. And Pluto will be going retrograde on May 1st. So we don't have Pluto going forward in Aquarius too long before it starts to move backwards. But this week we've got Mercury getting ready to go into Taurus at the end of the week. That's not until the 3rd, actually. It'll be like next Monday. But still, we're going to start to feel that, which will change the energy a little bit about things we love and desire. Big news this week is Mars is now in Cancer. We just switched over Mars into Cancer on Saturday. And I'm sure you guys felt that energy because Mars was in Gemini for 7 months. Just went into Cancer. I have a whole thing on my Facebook pages about Mars and Cancer if you want to read a little bit more about that. Mars in Cancer can be a very defensive energy. It can be a softer energy, certainly, than Mars in Gemini has been for the last 7 months. Whereas we were really in our heads and a bit more aggressive with ourselves mentally in Gemini, which is an air sign. With Mars moving into Cancer, which is water, we're going to feel things a little more emotionally, and we'll be driven more by our emotions instead of our thought patterns. This is also an energy where we will have less anxiety than last week. However, we are going to be a little more emotional. Mars in Cancer means we're going to be led by the moon for about the next 6 weeks because Cancer is ruled by the moon. So even though it's Mars there, Mars is our driver. It's our energy. It's our potential. It's our get up and go. It's the gas in the car, meaning the car being us. So when Mars is in a sign, Cancer, that is ruled by the moon, watch where the moon is in your chart and how it's progressing. The moon obviously moves very quick. And you want to look at that because as long as you keep cooperating with the moon cycle, you'll be doing really good with Cancer and Mars for the next 6 weeks. Big news this week is Mars trines Saturn. And when Mars trines Saturn, that happens every 2 years, it really brings in an energy of cooperation. This year, because when Mars is trining Saturn, don't forget Saturn just went into Pisces and Mars just went into Cancer, both water signs. So we get that cooperation where they're working well together. Mars being the gas in our car, our driver, our aggression, our assertion, our mojo, and Saturn being the limiter. Saturn is the authority, the structure, the dad, the things that we have that kind of, temper us and hold us down and put us into a boundary and a border. Discipline, self-discipline, those are Saturn-like things. So with Cancer hosting Mars and Pisces hosting Saturn now, it forms a water trine. And we're going to go into some new reality. These signs work well and they cooperate. But when this starts to happen towards, Wednesday, Thursday of this week, you are going to find that you're going to get some stuff done, but you're also going to have some new perceptions about how you're getting those things done. So just remember, if there's things that you've been struggling with or not too certain about over these last few months, while Mars was in Gemini, you're going to start to see some movement on those things, and you're going to start to really see some new ideas, new aha moments, and some new adrenalines, new assertion to put you forward. If I had to sum up the next few weeks of energy, now that we have these transits that we've been talking about for so long already happened, this is really forward energy. This is really movement. The energy really wants us to move forward, progress in our lives, and expand. Most of my postings and everything have really, really been about that. Hi, Ann. How are you? So Thursday and Friday is our big days. Lots of transits Thursday and Friday. I won't go into all of them. I'll just tell you a little bit. Thursday and Friday are really emotional days. Thursday especially and into Friday, the moon opposes Pluto. We still have that Mars trining Saturn energy, and then we have the Venus-Uranus conjunction. What does all this mean in English? Well, quite frankly, when the moon opposes Pluto, Pluto is a transformation. It's a hard energy. It's a harsh energy. Pluto is usually the destroyer. It likes to take things away or crumble things in order to make us rebuild them better for healing purposes and for expansion. So when the moon, which is all of our emotions, is opposing that energy of Pluto wanting things to change, we can be super emotional. And we might feel that energy almost as like a pulsating forward, like a boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'm supposed to do something here. I'm supposed to do something here. So you're going to feel that Thursday and Friday. But that's going to be an energy where people are kind of in the emotional mood to fight. And what I'm going to ask you guys, especially with that Venus-Uranus conjunction, which means they're both in the same place in Taurus in the sky, ask yourselves, is it worth fighting for? Because Taurus is an energy that wants us to go into our resources. And with Uranus and Venus meeting up in Taurus, it's an energy that wants us to go within and really evaluate how much we really want to fight. Taurus is the bull, right? Think of the bullfight. They have to wave the red flag to get the Taurus bull to, not be so stubborn and move, right? So it's going to be an end of the week, Thursday, Friday, maybe even till Saturday a little bit, where people are going to be provocative. Maybe you're going to be the provocative one, but people are going to be provocative. They're going to be provocative with words because it's Mercury is still in Aries. And what will probably happen is you're going to get triggered by some words, and you're going to have a choice as to if you want to go into that trigger and fight back, or if this is something that's really not worth fighting for. These can be sharp words made to kind of push us off our balance. And what I will tell you is this is not a bad thing because there's a lot of treasure in that. When we are triggered, that's usually when we find out the most about ourselves, and we find out new perceptions and new ways that we can think about things and cope better. The Venus-Uranus conjunction in Taurus, that Thursday and Friday energy, especially when the moon is opposing Pluto, people are going to want to fight. And the reason they're going to want to fight, especially with words, and be provocative so you fight with them, is they're going to like it. You know, it's this type of energy where people feel tension. They feel, that pulsating energy that wants to move them forward. People are going to feel that in a palpable way. And they're going to want to release it. And they're going to want movement. So they're going to push you to do that. We're going to push each other to do that. Maybe you'll be the one doing the pushing. Maybe you feel that energy wants to move you forward and you're going to be provocative to make something break or the tension release. This is that type of energy. What's the best use of it? Well, Pluto in Aquarius wants us to watch. It wants us to be the observer of the patterns so that we change them, so that we become in a deeper level of consciousness and we understand even better what our motivations are, why we do the things we do. It wants us to kind of look at the pattern, see it for what it is, and then decide to leave it behind because we're higher than it. We're better than it. We are more conscious of a different way, a more peaceful, more expansive way. So, this is really an energy that, in a way, it wants to awaken us. Uranus is the planet of awakening. And with Venus, it's touching on the things we love, our possessions, the things we're possessive about, where our attachments are. So in order for us to release some of those things, the universe is going to want to break up the energy. Sometimes that happens in a harsh way, provocatively. I always pray for gentleness and ease. But this is an excellent week where we get clarification. And sometimes that clarification comes in a more harsh, volcanic way, eruptive or disruptive way. And sometimes it comes in a very gentle, easy way. It's really our choice when you think about it. Are we going to react or respond? I have a call coming in. Hi, you're on the Soul Space with Georgia Rose. Hi, you're on the Soul Space with Georgia Rose. I need you to turn down whatever device you're watching the show on. Hi, I just need you to turn your sound down on your device because we're hearing the feedback from the show. Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
How are you?
Hi, my name is Debbie. I've been trying to get in touch with you for a reading.
Oh, okay.
Just in a really bad way. I lost someone 7 months ago, and I just need to know how he is and what's going on and what happened. I don't.
So let's pull some cards for you, Debbie, and I'm just going to finish one thought that I was talking about a little bit because I think it might pertain to your reading as well. And I was just saying that this is a great week for clarification, and there the phone rings in the ethers and someone's on the show, right? So any of you out there have a anything in your life that you have not really understood, or that maybe someone said something to you that you haven't really clarified and you've been confused about it? This is a great week to go back and ask questions or go back and really find clarification on the issues that have been confusing you for a while. It really is a super, super great week for that. So I would say that you called into the show for a really good time. Okay. And also for people out there, I know some of you have reached out to me for private readings. I was actually so backlogged with them. I'll be making new appointments again for April and May this week. So definitely if you're looking for a reading from me, maybe remind me and PM me again, because last month I was so backed up with private work that I really couldn't get to everybody. So okay, I am going to pull some cards for you, Deborah. This is a male in your life. I'm sorry we couldn't hear. You recently had a loss?
Yes.
And this was a partner?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So can you tell me the name?
Bill.
Okay. So I'm feeling like this, for some reason, what's coming to me, and I always like my clients to work with me a little bit when things come in, because the more clarification we can get, the better the reading will be. So I feel like I feel like Bill died recently, but maybe a few months ago. I'm thinking definitely within the last year, but I'm thinking more likely like within the last 6 months.
Yes.
Okay. Now I know that he has gone longer than 30 days, but for some reason 30 days is coming in for me. So I don't know the significance of that. I think you will. I know he's gone longer than that, but what exactly is the 30-day mark that they're showing me?
I don't know.
Okay. So maybe after the show it'll come to you. Just, let me know. but they're definitely showing me something because they're actually showing me the 3 and the 0, like 30 days, or the number 30. So that is definitely
His
significant.
birthday was on the 3rd. If that's transposed.
Okay, that could absolutely be. And we actually have April 3rd coming up. But yeah, I'm seeing 30. So definitely, it could be that. The 3, they're showing me his birth date, but they're definitely strongly showing me like 30, like as in 30 days. And that could also mean 30 days forward, that maybe something is going to happen in 30 days. Was he cremated or buried?
Cremated.
Okay. Is there something that you're waiting for? Some kind of a
Yes.
Okay, because that's what they're showing me is that's 30 days away.
Okay.
All right, so I don't know if there was
toxicology.
Okay, so they're showing me 30 days for some kind of something to do with a commemorative thing or the death. So I would not be surprised if you got that report or news of something at the 30-day mark. Also, they're showing me that are you planning more of a commemorative, like a celebratory thing for him or something?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
because they're showing me that
For
there's
his
more to
ashes
come.
around his birthday, which would be May.
Okay, May 3rd. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's also what they're showing me. Because it was so funny because I just wrote on my paper April 3rd, and May 3rd would be 30 days from April 3rd. It's because I had said to you, when you said the 3rd, I said, oh, well, we're almost at the 3rd. It'll be April 3rd next week. So that could also be, so definitely that celebration, when you have that on May 3rd, I feel like you're going to get signs on that day, very strong, very much signs that are indisputable. Like you know it's him and you know he's okay.
I hope so.
Yeah, that's what I'm definitely feeling because they're showing me that 30-day mark so strongly, and I feel like that's his birthday, May 30th. I mean, May 3rd. 30 days.
Right.
Now, the fact that you said you're waiting for toxicology reports, what I want to tell you is that what happened with Bill was absolutely supposed to happen. There was no way that it would have been prevented. There's nothing that you could have done, nothing anyone else could have done. It was absolutely supposed to unfold the way it absolutely did.
He was so young.
So that if that helps you at all, know that maybe to go into a little bit more of acceptance, because I was just having this conversation with someone here in the studio recently, because before the show tonight, as a matter of fact, because we lost one of our show members here at the studio, a really important person in a lot of people's lives, and we were talking about how when these things happen suddenly and people are younger, and it's so hard to accept because we feel like they have so much more life to live. But
Right.
that's because we're thinking in terms of this world. And oftentimes it's my belief that people have a need in another realm or another universe that we don't know. So it could just be that Bill was more needed someplace else. And I know that sounds cliche, but I truly believe that because I've lost a lot of friends in my life who were very young and could not reconcile that feeling of, well, they had so much more life to live. And I just feel like there has to be a higher purpose for that. So as much as we need them and we have that attachment, they were much more needed someplace else. And I truly believe that. And that's given me some comfort that they had to do work someplace else, you know. Bill,
It just happened so suddenly, and nobody really knows what happened.
yeah. So I want to go into that. I'm going to pull some cards. Did Bill wear a suit and tie to work, if not most recently at one
No.
time? I'm seeing him in a suit and tie. Why am I seeing him that way?
Don't know.
Like a suit and tie, and he's loosening the tie. Was there something with the throat or the neck or breathing?
He had breathing issues.
Okay. Because I'm seeing him in like a shirt, suit, tie, and like, you know how guys, when they, it's the end of the day, they take the tie off. And
Yeah.
I'm seeing him this way.
Right.
So did he have a brother?
Yes.
Okay. Is his brother here?
No.
His brother is maybe the one I'm seeing because I feel like he's showing me now that was his brother. Did his brother wear a suit and tie to work?
No.
You know?
None of them.
Okay. It's not Bill. He's showing me someone that he is with on the other side. What was the brother's name?
Chris.
Okay. He's showing me that he's with this person on the other side. If it's not his brother by blood, it's then someone that he was very close to, but I feel it's the brother. He's showing me this person that he's with. So he was greeted on the other side by this person.
Right.
So he's not in a place where he's by himself. I'm going to shuffle some cards. Can you just kind of maybe close your eyes and take a few deep breaths so that I can connect with your energy, Deb? Because I'm going to try and tap in a little bit to him to see if he has a message for us. Yeah, he's showing me that person really clearly. So there's a significance there. You might get it afterwards, but there's definitely a significance there. All right. I'm seeing the Empress, Venus. That's you, really nostalgic for him. Is his mother still alive?
No.
Okay, so mom is with him as well. Yeah, I'm feeling you now, the grief that you feel. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. He's showing me that he wants you to know in the moment when he knew that something was happening to him, he knew you loved him. That's important for him to tell you that he knows how much you loved him. If you feel like you didn't tell him something or you had something to tell him that you didn't get a chance to do, please know that he knows what you were going to say. He knows how much you love him. He knows how important he was to you. He's
Thank you.
absolutely showing me that because I feel like you have a feeling of unfinished business, unfinished words.
Yes.
He's telling me that he hears you and you can still talk to him.
I do all the time.
Yeah, he hears you. He definitely hears you. He's okay where he is. He's telling me that he's almost like I'm going to try and find the right words because sometimes it's hard for me to find words because I'm kind of in another realm. He's showing me lightness, like almost like floating, like he feels lighter, like he's unburdened where he is. So if there were things in this lifetime for him that weighed heavy on him, and that could just be breathing or something that he had or whatever, but I feel like there were things that really weighed on him. He has not.
Yes.
He doesn't have that anymore. He's really light. He's showing me that he's at peace. He's smiling. Did he have a habit of like stroking your hair? Because I'm seeing him. Or do you feel that when you go to sleep at night or something? Because he's showing me like almost like the way you'd stroke a child, like he wants you to be at peace.
I might have felt that once or twice and just thought I was imagining it.
No, he's showing me that. So it's real. Yeah, because if he didn't do it in this lifetime, where would I get it from? I would just.
Right.
But if he didn't do in this lifetime and you're feeling it, he's showing you that from beyond. Like he's coming in and giving you this comfort. It's almost like nurturing, and I feel like he was for the most part, even though he felt burdened, I feel like he definitely tried to be happy around people. Like he wanted people to be happy. And I'm feeling that so strongly coming from the other side. Like he would come in and, stroke your hair or stroke you as you're falling asleep to let you feel his presence because you can still feel his love. Love will transcend all realms. And that's very important for all of us out there to know if we have a loved one who's lost. I know it's soon, and I know that you probably will not be able to really understand this now, but I'm being told to tell you that there are new beginnings coming for you. And just like this happened very suddenly and unexpectedly, there are new beginnings that are going to come for you very suddenly and unexpectedly. So work to get through your grief. I understand what grief is. I have had quite a lot of grief in my own life. It's a bitch. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It sucks. I was just having this conversation with somebody who lost somebody here. It's heavy and it's hard, Debbie. But what I will tell you, it's very hard. But what I'm going to tell you is that nothing is permanent and nothing lasts forever. And I know it's so hard for you to understand that now because you're in a dark place. But there's light, and there's light coming, and there's light that's going to be offered to you. You have to make sure you look up to find it. because we can get ourselves into such a place where we don't look up, and you have a life to live, and there's nobody on the other side that wants us not to live our life here. When they go to the other side, they know how important it is for us to live our life here and to keep going on and make our lives useful, because we've been chosen to stay, and we've been chosen to stay here for a reason.
We're together so long, I don't know how to do it without him.
I know it's hard, but if you can, and maybe you can't do it today, maybe today all you can do is kind of get through the day, but little by little that will change. And if you can, when you start to have those thoughts, I don't know how I'm going to go on, I don't know how to do this without him, I don't know how to live without him, maybe just change that a little bit to, I'm really having a hard time learning how to live without him. I don't know how to do this yet. Because you've got to give yourself and the universe the energy of forward movement, no matter how hard that is. Otherwise, him passing is for nothing. Because you're not using your life here. And nobody on the other side would want that. I don't want that for you. And I don't think deep down you want that for yourself. So we can grieve, but we can grieve while we're also taking these tiny, tiny, tiny baby steps to go forward. And I just want you to hear that, because I know how hard that is. I know when your heart is broken into a million pieces, to try and go forward is the hardest thing. But you're in the biggest challenge of your life. And I don't want to see you still here 5 years, 10 years from now, because you do have a life and you're important. And Bill knows how important it is for you to live that life. So just watch out for those signs.
Does he have something to tell me, any message or something that, I don't know.
I'm going to pull a few more cards so I can see this. All the cards that I'm pulling, a lot of them, like this is the Chariot card, this is the Moon card, I have the Ace of Wands here, and what all those cards symbolize moving forward. So I just once again want to say to you, definitely know that there are unexpected blessings coming your way. So for some reason, and I shouldn't say hate, but I always am uncomfortable when someone from the other side starts to talk about more material things, but he's showing me money. And I don't know why, but he's showing me there is something that he feels like he at least did something right in taking care of you. So he like almost like he's happy about that. So there's something either still to be revealed or something in the process of being revealed that way. But he's showing me that. So that's the first thing he's saying. The other thing I'm going to ask you is, and this could be someone who's not here now, but it could be someone coming in the future for you. Is there anyone by the name of Stephen or Janet? I'm getting the name Janet. Who's Janet?
I don't know any Janet.
Okay, so someone named Janet is probably going to come in for you. Did Bill have a sister that you're close to?
No.
Okay. This woman, Janet, you meet I'm telling you, they're showing me this clear as day. There's a Janet who's going to come in, and she's going to be like a sister to you. Like, this is a very close relationship. Maybe you meet her at a bereavement group, or maybe you just meet her somewhere randomly, but I feel like for some reason you become very, I want to use the word like, compatible, very like you have had the same experiences. So just know that there's someone coming in with that name, and I feel that really strongly. And maybe that's even a little blessing. So, there's somebody on the radar like that. So Bill is showing me that he feels he took good care of you in, as far as security and things like that go. And he's also showing me, do you guys have children?
No.
Because he's showing me no children. That's why I asked, because I was going to ask, there is someone that he's showing me that is a child, but I don't feel like it's yours. So was there someone
He has.
Yeah.
He has children, and I have children, and I just had a granddaughter.
Okay. So was this granddaughter born like very close to the time that Bill died?
Yes.
Yeah, because he's showing me that something about the spirit around this child. I don't mean like he's a spirit around her, just that this child's spirit is almost like a gift to you because it's renewal and regeneration, like purification. Like spend more time
Yes.
around that child because that child is going to pull you out of that dark space.
Try.
Because he's showing me, he was showing me a child, and that's why I said, do you have kids? Because I feel like you didn't have kids together. But this child that he was showing me was really somebody who was so attached. So,
She came 3 months early, and he rushed me upstate.
yeah, see?
She wasn't supposed to be born when she was. She was three
Yeah,
months
there's
early. She was only a
something,
pound 14 ounces.
oh, wow. There's something about the spirit of this child that is so, like, healing for you,
Yes.
triumphant. So, this is like a really big deal, this child. And they're also showing me there's something with her name. I don't know if that's a family name or so they name the name or her first or middle name is like an honor of someone. They're
I
showing me
don't
this
think so, but it's
like
an unusual
generational,
name.
huh?
It's an unusual name, but I don't think she was really named for anyone.
What is the name?
Ava Lee.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's something around that name it actually does have some meaning. It honors someone in some way. I feel that very strongly. So Bill keeps like he keeps showing me the neck area and like almost like showing me something with the neck. And I know you said there was a breathing problem or something, but I don't feel like it's that. I feel like he's showing me this energy almost as though, are you wearing something of his? Because I know a lot of people do that. This comes to me a lot in readings. But I feel like, do you wear his wedding ring or something?
I have a ring that's very similar to a wedding ring. The last piece of jewelry he got me.
Okay. Have you been wearing that? And do you have anything that's like on a chain around your neck or something that you're wearing in your neck or around your heart area?
Well, I'm wearing a necklace that he also gave me.
Okay. Do you wear that often, like every day? Because I feel like this is something that has a lot of your energy in.
I wear everything that he got me
Okay. So he's
every
showing,
day.
well, he's showing me definitely something around the neck, around the jewelry around the neck. He's also showing me, and I don't know if you're religious or not religious or whatever, people wear jewelry, but he's also just coming in and showing me a crucifix or a cross. I guess it's more a cross. A crucifix would have the Christ on it. It does not have Christ on it. It's just a crucifix. I mean, a cross rather. And he's showing me that, but I feel like it's symbolic. Like I don't feel
I
like
don't
he was
know. Neither one
religious.
of us is religious.
Yeah, that's what I just said. That's what I'm
Him
just
less
saying.
than me.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's religious. I feel like it's symbolic. Like almost like just a token of faith. Like have faith. Have faith I'm here.
Okay.
Like he's showing me that.
Right.
Because I definitely don't get like a religious feeling off it. I get like more like a faith off it.
Okay.
Yeah. He's coming in super loving, like, big hugs, showing you how much he loved you, but he's also coming in very much wanting you to look towards the future. I can't really stress that enough. And I know it's very hard for you to think of that now, but he keeps showing me he wants you to like forward. He wants you to look to the future.
Okay. It's
All right.
hard.
Yeah. So take that with you. And if anything else comes to me, I definitely will get in touch with you, Debbie.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Oh, blessings to you.
Thank you.
And everyone in our community tonight is also sending up some blessings to you. I'm sending you up a bunch of hearts and things so that we can really, give you some love because love does cure everything. All right. So
Thank you so much.
oh, you're welcome. So I'm going to start pulling some cards from our audience tonight. I hope you'll stay on and watch with us. All right. So my first card is going to go out to, I'm going to actually start from the bottom up because people on the bottom never get cards, right? So Monica, I'm going to start with you, my little Monica. All right. So I'm going to pull a few cards for you. Yeah, sometimes when I do readings like that, I get things like really strongly and people don't know what they mean or they can't really place what it is. And invariably, either on my way home, a message will come through social media or you'll get text if it's someone who knows my numbers or anything. And I'm like, oh, I get it now. And a lot of times in the psychic world, we call that psychic amnesia. Because when we're doing the reading, nobody ever remembers. But as soon as it's over, everyone remembers what's going on. It's kind of funny, actually. All right. So, I look kind of tired on camera tonight. Sorry about that. It's been a whirlwind lately. All right, here we go. We're going to do this quick. All right, Monica, I'm going to get you 2 cards. Okay, baby. You got the Queen of Pentacles, and you have the 2 of Cups upside down. I get this 2 of Cups for you a lot. And I'm going to tell you that the 2 of Cups is a card that is a soulmate energy. It's a soulmate energy. It's getting what you want coming true. I almost feel this time around as a soulmate energy. This is your union with your spiritual advisors and your spiritual guides. Like you're really getting some deep messages. And then I got the Queen of Pentacles, which I feel is you. This is showing me that you are definitely at a time when you need to be more self-disciplined about your meditation, your spiritual direction. I feel like you will have energy coming through for you that brings you more guidance, especially with your guides and the people in your spiritual dimension, your angels, whatever you believe in. And I really do think that if you can go into deeper meditations and really start to think about what you're seeing, what you're feeling, more of your sensations when you're in that deep meditation, you're going to start to really get a lot of communication. So take that with you. My next card is going to be for Anne Rothney. All right, Anne. Yeah, prayers of comfort to Debbie, definitely. I feel like that reading could have been deeper. I'm going to see if I can schedule something with her privately because I know there's more that wants to come in for her. Okay. And this is for you. They're telling me just to pull 1 card for you. You're asking a question in your mind. I can feel it. And this is the answer for you. They're telling me to cut this deck. Balance, Anne. Your answer to your question is you need to be in more balance. Especially where it comes to material possessions and money, because I feel like this is all about you maybe not indulging too much, but also not putting yourself in deprivation. So make sure that you're making the right choices, okay? Next person up is Janine Gemelli, and then we're going to go to Liz. Okay, Janine. I know what you guys are all doing, because I said I was going from the bottom up. Now you guys are all going in there. Okay, this is for Janine. We got a card backwards in the deck, the Hierophant. Okay. Everybody sends some really good wishes to Janine. She's taken a big test this week, and we want to send her all like happy faces and hearts up. Give her some of your energy, guys. She needs it. She's really been on this goal. Janine, your 1 card is hard work pays off. I can't believe we got this card for you. I'm so excited because I know you've been on this journey a while. Look at this beautiful card for you. This is the cobbler making shoes and all the money that he makes with his shoes. This is symbolic of hard work paying off. So take that with you. We are sending you up so much love in the Zenkuda community so that you are going to ace that test. And the next time we're on this show and you get your results, I want to hear all about it. Okay? We're going to have you on the show one day. All right. Next up is for Tara. Okay? Tara, we're pulling a card for you. Tara, this card's going to be about your love life for some reason. They're showing me this. Okay. Got the Judgment card. Doesn't literally mean judgment. Don't get funky on me. The Judgment card actually means new beginnings. So this is about you seeing things in a different perception and also really listening to your intuition when it comes to love relationships. Because if you look at this card, it's the Archangel Gabriel and the horn, right? His beautiful horn. This is symbolic of us having messages and new beginnings. So take that with you. And they told me to pick 2 cards for you. So the second card is you're carrying burdens you shouldn't. So this is what I'm going to tell you in a nutshell as far as relationships. It could be familial or mostly romantic. New beginnings are coming. Watch your intuition. The intuition never lies to you. It's telling you the truth. You're definitely got to tap into that. And also stop carrying burdens of the past, things that don't belong to you. You're being weighed down heavy with things. It's a new day, new perception. Let the fresh energy come in and follow your intuition. Okay. Next up is going to be, oh, you're welcome, Janine. Oh, Elena. Okay, Elena. We're going to get you a card here. All right, Elena. Oof, why did I just get the sensation of a farm, like animals or open space? I don't know why I'm getting that in your energy. Really weird. Actually, it's nice. Really nice. Okay, Elena, let me pick a couple of cards for you. For some reason, yeah, they're showing me, I don't know if it's symbolic or not, but they're showing me like farm animals, hay, livestock, planting, like harvest is the word that I want to say. Like, are you harvesting something? Because it's what they're showing me is like telling me to pick this card. I feel like, oh, wow. And we got the moon, which is my favorite number, 18. And this is about completion. This is definitely why they're showing me harvest. Whatever time in your life that you're at right now, Elena, you want to pull the good from the what you no longer need. So separate what we know as the wheat from the chaff or the wheat from the waste. You want to pull forward what's really precious and resourceful for you and leave the rest behind. This is a time of actual harvesting for you and seeing things in a new way and bringing forward that which really serves you and letting go of that which doesn't. So take that really seriously. Also, intuition is playing really heavily into things. At this time, the energy is really forward momentum, and that's what I started to say before we were interrupted with a phone call, but a good phone call. This week and into the next few weeks, you really want to move energy forward in the best way that you possibly can. You're going to see things differently, in different perspectives, and in the past, maybe you misinterpreted or misunderstood things. Go back to those things for clarification. This is for everybody, because now is a really good time when we can clarify a lot of things in our life. And the week ends around Sunday and into next week. I'll talk about that on next Monday's show, where the sun and Mars are trining the nodes of fate. And that's a really big transit. And what that means is that we start to think about things in a real happening, real happy way of moving them forward. And we see things and we're really ready to start some really optimistic attitudes. So definitely you want to really make sure you do your clarification this week and the next. This card is for Anita. All right, Anita. I think I might have skipped Tara. I'll go back to that in a minute. Anita, I'm going to pick a card for you. Anita, this is about the long-term situation that you're trying to bring to a culmination. All right, this card just flew out of the deck for me. Ace of Pentacles, all new beginnings, and this has to do with money. This is new beginnings, abundance, something, if it is your job situation or something like that, this is things finally coming to where they need to and coming to a culmination of fruition. All right, good news ahead, baby. All right, Tara, I have a card for you. Shuffle, shuffle. Okay, Tara. I don't know if it's you, but somebody on the feed, I feel like it just lost an animal, a cat or a dog. Sending you love. Just got that energy really strongly. I don't know if it's you, Tara, or if it's somebody else in the feed. Sometimes it's hard with all the electronics in here for me, but I definitely feel like someone just lost a cat or a dog. Just, know that contract with our animals sometimes ends. All right. Okay. This for Tara. Choices, upside down. Tara, this is a card. When it's right side up, it shows that you're trying to do a lot of things, maybe a very busy time in your life, and you have a lot of choices to make. This card, when it's reversed for me, means that you have choices that you haven't made yet. So you're going to have a lot of confusing energy and a lot of choices coming in. Just know that they are going to really need your attention. And this is a week or next couple of weeks, I think actually for the next month to 6 weeks, that you need to really focus on the choices that are coming in for you so you don't miss anything. You will make the right choices, but think very carefully. Maybe even write down and journal about it and really think about, what is your body showing you? What is your intuition showing you? All right. This is for Elaine. Elaine Giordano Risotto. My buddy. I love me some Elaine. I got to go see her soon. Okay, Elaine, this is for you. They're showing me 2 cards to pull for you. Ooh, there's a hot card here. Okay, Knight of Cups. And hard work pays off. I feel this is about new projects for you. I don't know if you're contemplating something or doing something new. I don't just mean a move. I mean like something to do with your spiritual work. There's new things coming in, new projects. And they do come in a little suddenly. Knight of Cups. I think that you are probably going to be doing some things online, but I also think you're meeting new people and new projects. I also feel like there is, Knight of Cups, younger male coming in for you. I definitely think there's some stuff coming in very unexpectedly and really different than what you normally do. So watch for those projects, okay, my friend? Okay, and just scrolling up, reading all your comments. And I just want you guys to know I love each and every one of you. And Sarah, I'm going to pull a card for you. And there's somebody on here, Angel Soul Vibes. It's a bot trying to get business. We never solicit readings online, so don't even worry about that. Bobby's going to block that person. But we've got Sarah in here in the soul space that I am going to, longtime client of mine, Sarah, that I am going to pull a card for. Yeah, this was a really rough, intense week, especially for us Scorpio people. All right. And if you have not already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel because I want to do lives over there and I need 1,000 subscribers. And we're not near that yet. Please, please. Getting that Queen of Pentacles for you. You're the mama on the throne this week, Sarah. A lot of mother energy coming in. And I know we had that last week and you had said you traveled home to your mom. This week you get to be the mom. I feel like you're going to be the nurturer. You're going to really bring energy in of nurturing and loving. And Page of Wands is the other card I got, which means your son, I feel like, there's younger people, children in your life, maybe they're adults now, but they still need mama bear and mama nurturing. This is really an energy of the mama bear. I feel like maybe somebody needs a little nurturing, maybe under the weather, and they need you. They need their mama. So Sarah, just take that with you because you definitely have mama bear energy around you for some reason. All right. Okay. And I'm just looking. We did Colleen. We're going to do one for Colleen. Hey, Bob.
Yo.
There's somebody on the feed. The name is, it's Angel Soul. Okay, we're going to block that. All right, so this one is for Colleen. Okay, only got a few minutes left on the show, so we're going to do Colleen. And I'd love it if you guys could put into the comments things you want to see on the show. If there's guests you want to suggest or subject matter or whatever, please let me know because we are definitely planning our next half a year of shows. And if you haven't shared the show, do that because you're going to get entered in that free drawing for a reading with me. Okay, Colleen. Colleen. We got the Four of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Four of Pentacles in reverse. This means maybe be a little careful with your funds and your money. You don't want to overspend in this energy. This is a card that shows balance with coin. But since it was upside down for me, this could be something that maybe you have a little bit too much in one column and you need to balance out the finances. And the Hierophant is somebody who is very demanding and very conservative. So you want to be more like that maybe with finances right now because I feel like things are definitely going to maybe just be a little tight or you need a little readjustment, nothing major, nothing being completely distraught or anything like that. So I'm going to go down and read my comments here. Happy Monday to you too. Oh, Janine took her test yesterday. We can't wait to hear. We know we're going to do so good, Janine. Everybody's sending her stuff. Yeah, whoop, whoop. I agree, Anita. I know you've been waiting a long time for that news. I have Marianne Sabatino on here. There's going to be a card I'm going to pull. I love you too, Larry. Good bond. We came up in our spirituality together. Boy, it was not always easy, but we did it. Always compassionate, always forgiving with each other. Okay, and this card is for Marianne. Okay, Marianne, you've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is an energy of nostalgia, of family, of home. So, this may be a time of year when you really want to gather your family around you and really welcome in spring and new energy because I feel like you're going to be a little nostalgic, with your celebrations. So that's the show for tonight. I want to thank you all for tuning in. And don't forget, if you want to see the show again or you want to recommend it to anybody, you can always share it. We do put them on YouTube. But I also repeat the show on Fridays at noon on channel 115 on Optimum Cable. So if you want to have lunch with Georgia Rose, you can do that on channel 115 at noon. Thank you all so much for tuning in with me tonight. This is the energy I source my life from. And I'd love to hear your comments and questions. So hop on over to our Facebook and Instagram. That's Zenkuda on Facebook and Zenkuda Official on Instagram, and we can absolutely take your suggestions for what you want to see on the show. Thanks so much, everybody. Good night.